Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers, and this week is Team Member Week. I have a very awesome, cool, amazing team member here today. I have Mr. Sam Cash. Welcome to the Rogers Radio Podcast.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I am so excited to have you here. We were just talking about how excited we are to be on here today. Where are those moves at? I am so excited to have Sam. Sam is in our install department and has been with us for, how long have you been with us now?
Coming close to a year.
I cannot believe it. Hasn't it gone by so fast?
It has.
Yes.
At the end of August.
And I remember when you came in here, and I want to talk about that.
Okay.
And I want to talk about your background and what you did leading up to Rogers and all of the things. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, I want to know kind of about your background. Where'd you grow up? Where'd you go to school? Kind of what'd you do leading up?
All right, so I was live in Halifax, born and raised here. I went to school at Halifax County High School. My whole life I wanted to go into the military. I talked to a couple recruiters and then decided it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I think the good Lord moved me on a different path. I just didn't have I didn't have it.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
have
get
the
it.
confidence I had when I wanted. I didn't have the passion for it anymore. So I went to school. I was going to school for marine biology. And I was taking classes over here. And everything got to be online.
Yep.
You know, after COVID, everything was going online, and I just couldn't learn that way. I was working at Abbott Farm Supply in Halifax. I was there for 3.5, 4 years. And Jamie told me, he lives next door, and he said, man, they hiring.
Yeah.
And I was about ready to get on, move on with my life, maybe start a family in the next couple of years. So I said, I've got to have a good job.
Yeah.
So I applied, came in and talked to Joey, and here we are.
Yes, I love that. And so marine biology.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what did you want to do?
Well, I love fishing and I love the ocean.
Yes.
Marine biology, I was hoping to be more, so I'd be traveling a lot, you know, Gulf of Mexico, East Coast, West Coast, and just tracking different species of animals and, you know, doing stuff in labs, so forth and so on.
Yeah. So lots of travel and water, and now you're doing HVAC. So
Yes,
you're in
ma'am.
attics and crawl spaces. Sometimes there's water in crawl
yes.
spaces.
Yes, ma'am. more than you would think.
Yes, that is true. And what is really cool, you came in and you said, you know, I'm just looking for an opportunity. I'll work hard. I'll do whatever you need me to do. And you have now become very well-rounded in the trade because you know how to install HVAC units and you know how to install generators, whole home generators. So you are kind of on the HVAC electrical side with Dean. And how is that for you?
Oh, it's going really good. You know, Dean has really played a big part in it.
Yeah.
He's really slowed down, taught me a whole lot about both. And, you know, there's a lot more people here. You know, Brian taught me a lot. Some people are no longer with us. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of people have brought me to be where I am today. But Dean especially has really slowed down, explained a lot of stuff, answered every question. So, I mean, he's been a big part in it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I just love watching your growth, and I want to know, you know, what are your goals at Rogers?
Well, I think my first goal right now is to be comfortable enough on HVAC and the generator side to start leading some jobs when needed. I can do a couple of panel changes here and there.
Yeah.
And getting better at that. Want to set up, I've got a scrap I'm going to set up at the house, try to learn that a little bit better. But I would like to be a jack of all trades, really. I would like to come on the service department. I'd like to go with Braden and do some plumbing if he needed 2 people, and just be well-rounded.
I appreciate that so much about you because you've been like that from day one. You are always saying, just take me, show me everything, put me anywhere. I want to learn it all. You want to be that super tech. And I know you're going to do it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I know you're going to do it. And I'm so happy that your path led you to the trades because you are meant for it and you're doing really awesome at it. And I want to hear from you what it's like to work at Rogers.
It's amazing environment. We've got amazing people. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If it doesn't matter if you're an install or service. If I need to call Dale or Bruce, I mean any of them, Joey, anybody, be more than happy to answer the phone and help you. It doesn't matter who it is or what you're doing. If they can't help you, they're gonna point you in the right direction of somebody who can. I mean,
Yep.
it's just everybody's one big team, one big family, and it's an amazing place to work.
Yes, and we just had a team meeting right before this and getting everyone hyped up and going over all the things. And we talked about employee events. And so, what do you think of the events that we've had so far this year? The fire walking and the race car driving. What you think? What's been your favorite? How was it for you?
It's all amazing. The fire walking was really it had a good message behind it.
Yeah.
For that, a lot of stuff is in the mind, and that you can do whatever you put yourself to do.
Yep.
And it wasn't as bad as it sounded.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a humbling experience, really.
Yeah.
So you realize in life you do a lot of stuff, based off how your mindset is, and when you put your mind to it, I mean, you can do it, and it's not as bad as you think.
So true. What was it like getting in that race car?
It wasn't bad, I mean, you always see them on TV, I want to do that one day. So
Yeah. The weirdest thing for me in that race car? You can't look side to side.
Oh, you can't.
That is so hard. Yes.
Forward.
I was getting very anxious when I was in that car. I'm like, you can't move your head. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't like driving anyway. But did it make you feel like you wanted to be a race car driver?
It did. I know as a kid I was in motorsports and I would have loved to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, just didn't work out that way either.
Well, now we get to do it for fun events.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and we get to do it, and hopefully we can do that again. I think the consensus is we have to do it again.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So we're going to work on that. And what gets you through every day? What motto do you live by?
I had an old Army teacher
Yes.
in a high school,
Yes.
and he had a motto he always told us. He said, to go through something, you have to get through something.
Mm-hmm.
And when he told us that, it was constant. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. But that's a motto that really stuck to me, because it's like, yeah, you got to go through, rough rocks and so forth and so on, and crawl through water. But at the end of the day, somebody's got AC or heat or electrical, and the generator's working and all that, so it makes it worth it in the end.
Yeah. And what can customers expect with you at their home every day? You're at a different customer's house. What can they expect from Sam?
Well, satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah.
Just the respectfulness that we do pride ourselves on, Dean and myself, and at Rogers. Just the professionalism and all. And do the best we can to answer any questions they have and any concerns. And if they have any doubts, help them solve that.
Yeah. You're good at that. And we get so many customers that call in here and rave about you and Dean and the great job that you do. And then, I don't know if you're aware, but you have quite the fan base on Facebook. Do you know that?
I do not.
Every time we post a picture of you on the Facebook page, you get you have a fan base. How does that make you feel?
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
We're doing what everybody should be doing.
That's right. You're exactly right. That's what the customers deserve, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I appreciate you living that out every single day here at Rogers. And it's seen by so many people. And so I'm excited that we get to know you better. And I want to know, what do you do outside of work? What do you do when you're not working?
Well, usually I go fishing when I can. But other than that, just, spend time with the family.
Yep.
And just enjoy some free time.
Yeah. And what is a day in the life like of Sam when you start your day and you get to work?
Well, wake up with a good attitude in the morning.
Yep.
Get dressed, listen to some jams, get in a good mood, come to work, and I mean, everything's like that. Just try to keep a good attitude throughout the day, no matter what happens. You know, sometimes mistakes do happen and frustrations do build. Just try to keep the cool down and just, enjoy it.
You are so even keel all the time. It's so cool. I try to get you riled up. I was trying to get you riled up before this episode, before we started recording. I'm like, you ready? Are you ready? And you just sitting there chill. You're like, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready. And you're ready for anything. And so I am about to get you a little riled up. We're going to do a rapid fire. You want to do some rapid fire questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I got them on my phone here if you're watching. I'm going to look them up. We need to know some answers, okay?
Yes,
so we're going to get to know Sam Cash today.
All right.
All right. If you had to be a Disney character, which would you be?
Probably Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. That's a good answer. What is your favorite animal?
Honey badger.
These are like good answers, Sam. If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
Probably patience.
Oh.
I might not look like it, but I do lose my patience really quickly. I got a short fuse.
Really? What
Yes,
happens
ma'am.
when you do? I've never seen you lose your patience. It's all in your head.
It depends on what's around.
Yeah.
If I have been known to sling a couple of things here and there.
It happens.
It does.
Uh-huh.
And most of the time it does come back to bite me.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Patience. I need some more of that too. What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Christmas. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. What's your favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Yes, we love summer around here. And what's the last thing you watched on TV?
The new Mario movie.
Oh, that was good. We went to see that. Did you like it?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it was really good. It made me want to play the game. Let's see. Name one person who inspires you.
My mother.
Yes. And tell us more about that.
She's been a big part of my life. She's always supported me. My father's always supported me as well. But as a child, I grew up really a mama's boy. I love my mama. And I really love family and all. And I know some stuff went down when I was still a kid.
Yeah.
Did some stupid stuff like we all do.
Yeah.
And I think the worst part about it was I wasn't mad. I was upset with myself for what I did. But it was the look on my mom's face. It wasn't the angry look. It wasn't the upset look. It was that disappointed look. And it ate me up. I couldn't stand it.
I know that she's probably listening, isn't she? Went to this episode. So tell your mama you love her.
I love you, Mama.
Oh, I love that. And what is your favorite type of food?
Like my favorite meal or just
what's your favorite meal?
Probably a steak.
Steak.
I do like a
steak
steak.
Guy. Well, we are known to bring steak here.
That is true.
Yeah, we do have some cookouts with some steak, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's see. We're going to do one more. Are you a sports fan?
I am.
All right. What's your favorite sport?
Probably football.
And what is your team?
Denver Broncos.
The Broncos.
Yes, ma'am.
Are they going to do good this next season?
I got a good feeling.
Okay.
We've got a good coach.
That's a true fan right there. That's a true fan.
We've been struggling for the past couple of years, but we have a good coach, so we're going to hopefully do pretty good this year.
Awesome. And I ask this question on every episode. If you could have dinner with one living person outside of your family, who would it be?
Probably Conor McGregor.
Oh, okay.
His story is really very important. Definitely how he started off, in Ireland, and the story with how his wife came into play and how she supported him all the way. And it really, even when he couldn't really support her, she still supported him, and it makes you think, like, that's how important it is to have somebody else in your life that really stands up and supports you. And just because you have a little bump, they don't leave you or anything like that. So, he's got a really inspirational story.
That's amazing. And that would be a great dinner. And I want you to know that you have a whole team of people here supporting you, and we're going to continue growing. You're going to continue growing. You're going to continue achieving your goals. I can't wait to watch it and see how far you go, because you truly are a shining star, and we're so lucky to have you on the Rogers team. Thank you for sitting down with me today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, and I mean, should I make you dance?
That's up to you.
I told him before here I was going to make you dance.
This is your podcast.
Okay, what move you got?
Probably either the disco or that right there. That's about it.
Do the disco.
Do the disco.
I'll do it with you. All right, we're doing the disco. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Rogers Radio Podcast. I hope you enjoy getting to know Sam Cash. He is an awesome guy. You're going to want him to serve you, so call us because you want to get to know him too. I promise you that. And anytime you need us, it's about to be summer, so you call Rogers and we got your back, and we'll make sure that you're comfortable in your home all summer long. Thank you again for listening to the Rogers Radio Podcast. We will talk to you next week.